Isaiah 65, we're very close to the conclusion of Isaiah's great writings. Now, this chapter is interesting because it begins, verses 1 through 7, with God complaining against the people, or essentially listing all the ways that they had not kept his commandments. And then in verses 17 to 25, him explaining all the ways that he wants to bless them if they will turn to him. So let's take a look at some of the ways that God was bothered by the people and in their fallen nature. So let's begin in verse 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. So God is putting his hands of salvation out, saying, take my hand, I will save you. And people are like, no, we want to do this on our own. Verse 3, a people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon the altars of, basically saying, I've taught you how to worship, how to love me and how to love your neighbor, and you're deciding to actually love other gods and to not love your neighbor. That really bothers me because I want to give you the goodness of everything I have to offer, and you're deciding to walk away from it and to create your own plan of salvation. You're going to fail. Verse 7, your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burned incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom. Meaning, look, if you guys want to continue to act in iniquity, I am covenantally obligated to bring destruction. Yet, if you stop and acknowledge you made a mistake and turn to me, here's the good that will happen. Let's turn to verse 17. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. Again, you have the parallelism, Jerusalem, her people. Isaiah loves to use parallelism of repeating an idea. Verse 18, and I will rejoice in Jerusalem and joy in my people, and the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that hath not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit of them. They shall not build and another inhabit, they shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are, the days of my people and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer. And while they are yet speaking, I will hear. One of my favorite verses. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountains, saith the Lord. So even though this chapter begins with a litany, a list of God's complaints about the people's iniquities, he tells the people through Isaiah that in a coming day, when you have turned to me, I will make all things new. I will bring all the goodness that I have to offer, and you will have all good things. This is what we have to look forward to. God, who is the God of the universe, wants to make us his. He wants us to be blessed. And if we choose to live on his covenant path, we will receive all these blessings and far more, way beyond our greatest imaginations.